Hello, and welcome back to the Grunt Perspective. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the bag that pairs with the belt kit here. So I guess I'll preface this by saying that I'm still in the market for a bag. I actually had a subscriber that hit me up that is going to send me a Crossfire a DG3 for me to test out. But until I get that, this is the bag that I'm going to be using. If you guys have been watching the channel, this might look a bit familiar to you. I've already done a video on this bag in a little bit of like a different like loadout, I guess. I had it in more of like a patrol loadout in that video, a very heavy patrol loadout in that video. But now this is my whole main bag. So if you haven't seen the belt kit video, please go ahead and watch that. The whole reason that I am able to put all of my stuff into this small bag is because I'm using the belt kit, and I already have a lot of the supplies on the belt kit. So there will definitely be things missing from here that you might think are necessary. And the chances are that I have them inside the belt kit is all I'm trying to say. So anyway, if you haven't seen the belt kit, go ahead and watch the belt kit video and then come back or do it after or do whatever you want, right? But I'm going to push this off to the side for a minute here, and we'll start talking about the bag itself. So the bag itself is a Tactical Tailor 3-day plus assault pack. And in the other video that I made about this, I was talking about how it's such a big bag. And it is big. It's big for a patrol. It's big for like an assault pack. It's huge for an assault pack, right? Which, when I was putting together the belt kit, I didn't initially think that this was going to work, just because, you know, I was banking on like an Alice frame or something like that. And I know that everyone and their mother hit me up, said, yo, use an Alice frame. Like, it works. It doesn't work for me. It's too long. So I can't use that. So this was the only bag that I thought might work, because you can kind of see how short that the profile of this bag is. It's not very tall at all. So I loaded it up with stuff. I've tested it quite a few times, taken out, gone for ruck marches, gone for runs in it and stuff like that. And it just sits right on top of the back here. And I use the waist belt to secure it to my body to keep it from bouncing around and stuff. And it's been working out fine. As I said in the belt kit video, this belt's like 20 pounds, and this bag is like 40 pounds, maybe just over 40 pounds, with full water and all that stuff. So that really, you know, it's like pretty light overall load, just about like 60 pounds, you know, and that may seem like it's heavy, but really, you know, for infantrymen, that's quite light. That's quite nice. So without further ado, I'll just get into it here. Again, this is a Tactical Tailor 3-day plus assault pack, and I've packed this bag out for a comfortable 3 to 4 days or a not so comfortable 5 to 6 days, if that makes sense. That's kind of the way I've always done it. So that puts me right in the Goldilocks zone of somewhat comfortable for 5 days. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. It's also, there's no real big considerations that need to be made for weather right now. If this were in the wintertime, this bag would not work. But because it's in the summertime, I can really afford to skimp out on the sleeping gear and things like that, and the warming layers and whatnot. So that, again, is going to be a consideration that you need to make. But on the top here, I've got my 7 sandbags to entrench, do the 7 sandbag method. Let's just ride on the top. I also can put them on the bottom with the isomat as well, but I just decided to put them on the top for the video to showcase that the pack has the ability to cinch things to the bottom and the top and the sides, things like that. Now, getting into the main compartment here. Inside the main compartment, I keep most of my food, well, all of my food, and my gear for sleeping. So inside here, this is like my snacks pouch. You can see I got it loaded up with snacks. I also have some extra dirty water bags. I've got a 2-quart bag and a 1-quart bag. And then inside here, I've got juice powders, hydration powders, the caffeine gels, things like that. So this is like, I don't know, 25 granola bars that I like to supplement with my MREs, so I don't have to eat so many MREs a day, because that's not it. Right? But that goes right at the top, so I can get to it pretty quickly. Then I got my hygiene kit. I've got a video on the hygiene kit, but yeah, real simple field hygiene kit. I've got bug spray, I've got baby powder, hand sanitizer, chapstick, Tylenol, bag of baby wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, a set of tweezers, and some nail clippers inside there, and all that I could ever need or want, basically. And then getting into food now. So I got, what did I put in here? 6 field stripped MREs. And then I've always got the additional 1 that's going to be inside the butt pack here, but we don't count that one. So there's 4 and 5 and 6. So this is kind of like I was saying, a very comfortable 3 to 4 days, or a not so comfortable, 5 to 6 days. Because, I usually try to eat 1 MRE a day and then snacks. But, if I could go 2 a day for a couple days here, I could go 2 a day for 3 days and then have snacks too. But I usually don't do that, so I packed it for a little bit longer than that. Excuse me, I've got a cold if I sound a little bit weird. Then on the inside, I've got a 3-liter hydration bladder. One of the downsides of this pack is that it has no frame. And, that doesn't carry the weight as well, but it really bugs me because I can feel this Camelback bladder on my back. And I try to position it in a way to where it rides really high inside the bag, but I can still feel it, and it bugs me quite a bit. But I mean, I need water, and I want to have the ability to drink water on the move, in addition, just to plus up the amount of water that I'm carrying. So I got a 3-liter bladder. Definitely not a solution that I'm happy with right now, but it is working out, to say, it is working, right? Right inside here, I got an orders template, a orders writing template. Always just keep it inside the bag there, so I could always have it with me. Plans change all the time, and I like to have something like this just to help me get my thoughts all organized and put onto one piece of paper so I can brief it to my guys. Now, here's the sleeping system. This is just a dry bag made by Sea to Summit. And I got a poncho liner inside here. That's all. Just like I said, this time of year, that's perfectly sufficient for where I'm at. But I understand that is not going to cut it in a lot of places, which is part of the drawbacks of using this pack. There just simply isn't a whole lot of room for a sleeping system or for other gear. That's all that goes inside the main compartment here. There's another compartment up on the front, and then we got the side compartments too. So we'll do the side compartments last, so they kind of hold the pack structure a little bit better. But Getting into this pocket right here is where I keep all my comm stuff. This is my headset and my push to talk. I keep it inside here, just inside a bag, so it's a little bit waterproofed and whatnot, and then it doesn't get fucked up so bad. But yeah, that's just my Sordin headset and I think a Disco push to talk. iPro case, or just my glasses case. Inside here, I keep my, my field glasses, and then I take my normal glasses off, and they go inside here, inside a case. So I always have at least 2 pairs of glasses. But now I got 3 extra pairs of socks and a pair of underwear. Then I'll have 1 pair of socks on my feet and 1 pair of socks inside the butt pack, of course. But yeah, they're wool socks, of course. Big advocate for wool. Wool dries out much faster. You can wear wool for several days. Another thing that I normally keep inside, which I don't have inside here right now, is an extra pair of boot insoles. This pack is obviously not big enough to carry an extra pair of boots, but I like to carry just an extra set of insoles, so at least the bottoms of my feet can be dry, which is the important part. But yeah, that's not in here right now. Now here I got my 1 warming layer. This is one of those poncho liner jackets, just inside of a Ziploc bag. Works out pretty well. But I really doubt I'm gonna be pulling that out, to be honest. It's just not cold enough. But the infantryman in me isn't comfortable with going to the field without a warming layer yet. Haven't, you know how it is. So now getting into this front zipper pocket here, and here I keep my tools, my entrenching tool. And then this is something that you can choose to take or not to take depending on what you're doing, but I put it in here just to show that it fits well. This is a folding saw, a Baco Laplander, and then I got 4 tent stakes to use for my poncho, which is on my belt kit. Make a nice little A-frame lean-to shelter inside the PB or whatnot. That's all that goes inside there. It's a nice flat pocket, so it fits really well for the E-tool, and all these long items fit pretty well inside there as well. Okay, now getting into this front pouch. This front pouch is all of my stuff that I'm gonna get to pretty frequently. So I've just got a spool of 550 cord here. I've got more inside the butt pack, but never too much 550 cord. Small sewing kit with some extra stuff inside there. I previously had this inside the butt pack. I decided to take it out because I just kind of realized I didn't really need that inside there. So that's in there now. Here I've got some extra batteries, some changes of batteries for all the things that need optics at least a couple times, or all the optics that need batteries at least a couple times. Some spare AAA, spare AA, spare 1, 2, 3s inside a bag. Really just to keep them organized, but also keep them waterproof. Some duct tape here. This again was in the butt pack as well. I decided to take it out. I don't know. I might put half of it back in there, but some duct tape. Now here I've got a Magpul DACA with some stuff inside of it. When I got the plunger for the Sawyer filter. I've got a small little a boo-boo kit. Got some Band-Aids, some Neosporin, some pills, some tape. A lot of people don't carry that stuff. You really should. Sawyer squeeze to go with the 2 water bags that are inside of my little my snack pouch there, and then the squeezer for it, or the syringe. And then I've got lots of Catadin tablets inside here that I've talked about how I like to filter water. I've actually got a whole video that's dedicated to it, but I like to use the Sawyer to filter water, and then once the water's been filtered, I hit it with a Catadin tablet too, just to be extra safe. because you really don't want to fuck that up. On here, I just glued a name tape with Gorilla Glue. Came out like shit, but it's okay. It's good enough for government work. And then I wrapped tape on all the zipper pulls here, just because that's a personal preference thing that I like to do. Now, on the bottom here, or really it's on the front bottom of the pack, I have my isomat, and it's covering up a pocket that you can use to put some other stuff in here. But I can't put my isomat on the bottom because it's going to interfere with the belt kit and it makes the pack sit too high. So I kind of just treat this pocket here as a loss. Don't put stuff in it, and my isomat goes right there and clips in just like that. But yep, that's my isomat. Relatively standard, you know, it's a piece of foam. Help do some insulation between you and the ground, as well as keep you a little bit more comfortable. And then on the sides here, the cool thing about these Tactical Tailor assault packs is these bottles are sized for Nalgene's, is what it says. It's sized for canteens, but they are super oversized. They're very tall and they're pretty big. So I've even fit half-gallon like milk jugs fit inside here too. I was using that for a little bit, and I wasn't quite comfortable with it because half-gallon jugs are, you know, really easy to pop. So I went down to Walmart and I got some of these. These are 2-liter water bottles made by Zak. That's Z-A-K. They're like $7 a piece. I need to paint them still, but you can see I got some motivational bullshit on there. Let's go, stay strong, another gulp, great job, right? But that's brings up my overall water up a whole gallon. So I've got just over a gallon with these 2 bottles, 3-liter bladder, and then I've got 2 liters inside the belt kit as well. So pretty comfortable with that. Just under 2 gallons overall. So I'm pretty comfortable with that, especially with all the tools and the capabilities that I have to filter and to purify water as well. But again, that's going to be a consideration that you need to make based off of your own environment, of course. But that's all that I have inside here right now, and it fits pretty well. I really think that I've got this like narrowed down to really just like the bare minimum stuff that needs to go into the pack. And I like the pack, but the problem is I've got no extra room at this point, and I've got no extra room to put all that stuff that I'm always talking about, like the claymores and the rockets and things like that. Like you can just sling a rocket, but I just don't think that it's going to be viable for like a week or longer, just based off the fact of all the extra equipment that you're going to have to carry. This would be absolutely awesome for 1 day to 3 day patrol or something like that. This pack would fit all the stuff that you need to fit if you take some stuff out here, like the warming layers maybe. But either way, just like I said, I'm going to be getting a DG3 soon. I'll make sure I do an update video with that. But until then, this pack is working out fine. It's very comfortable. I'll post some pictures of it, like how it fits, how it rides on my Instagram. But yep, I just wanted to break down all the stuff that I keep inside here and what I'm using for right now with the belt kit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.